is advised.
I heard the washer on the spin cycle. I went and I looked in that washer. And Maggie was in there. Maggie was in there. And she was dead. I knew she was dead. She was 10 days old.
Lyndsey Fiddler was a mother of 3 children, Maggie May Trammel and 2 boys ages 3 and 4 at the time of her crime. Lyndsey Fiddler had a long criminal history. She had arrests for larceny, assault, battery many times, failing to show up for court, driving without a license, and not having her 2 oldest children in their car seats. She was also arrested for possession of a controlled drug while she was 4 months pregnant. She got a 1-year suspended sentence and 10 days in jail, but didn't show up for court. While she was pregnant, family members had tried to get her parental rights revoked before the birth of her 3rd child, but were unsuccessful. Her 3rd child, Maggie May Trammel, was born on October 26, 2010. Maggie was described as tiny, very tiny. She had long feet and big hands, very cuddly and cute. She was simply adorable. On November 4, 2010, Fiddler was on her 3rd day of a meth binge, but somehow managed to feed, bathe, and dress Maggie May and lay her down. She then passed out on the couch. Rhonda Koshat, Lyndsey Fiddler's aunt, who was a prescription morphine addict, went to check on her and the baby. She shook Fiddler and asking where the baby was. She tried to wake up Fiddler, but she wouldn't budge. She heard a strange noise coming from the washing machine. It was in its last spin cycle and off balance. So she went to shut it off, and when she opened the washing machine door, she found the crumpled body of Maggie May mixed in with the clothes. The baby, Maggie May, had been in the washing machine for 40 minutes. Fiddler awoke to the children screaming and her aunt Rhonda Koshat pulling the baby out of the washing machine. At 7:42 p.m., 911 dispatchers received a frantic call from 26-year-old Fiddler screaming, "My baby is dead." In the 911 tape, she can be heard arguing with her aunt Rhonda, who was heard on the call saying, "You killed my baby," with her aunt replying, "No, I did not kill your baby. You did." Police and paramedics were dispatched to the scene. They tried to revive little Maggie May, but there was no way of reviving her after 40 minutes in the washing machine. The Oklahoma State Medical Examiner's Office ruled that 10-day-old Maggie died of drowning. The report also notes that the baby had numerous contusions and abrasions, consistent with the conditions that would be endured while in the washing machine during a wash cycle. The Oklahoma State Medical Examiner's Office ruled the infant's death a homicide. The Washington County District Attorney's Office then charged the baby's mother, Lyndsey Dawn Fiddler, with first-degree murder. Tests showed that Fiddler had methamphetamine, amphetamine, opiates, and benzodiazepine in her system at the time of her arrest.
What a drag it is getting old.
She was brought to Washington County Jail, with bail set at $100,000. District Attorney Kevin Buchanan initially charged Fiddler with first-degree murder, but he then amended the charges, saying the evidence does not indicate the defendant intentionally killed her child, noting that there were unique factual and legal circumstances in the case. However, her conscious decision to ingest methamphetamine along with other prescription medication directly led to the death of the baby. The defendant's intoxication rendered her incapable of caring for her child and exposed her infant child to the consequences of illegal drug use.
26-year-old Lyndsey Fiddler was first picked up today on unrelated drug charges. Now police are holding her on a second-degree manslaughter complaint.
Lyndsey Fiddler waived her right to a jury trial on August 9, 2011. In the pre-sentencing investigation report, Rhonda Koshat testified that Fiddler had been doing methamphetamine for 3 days before the baby died. Koshat also testified that she had taken her prescription morphine that night for back pain. Bartlesville police said Koshat was on prescribed medication and did not break the law. But Koshat was investigated and it was discussed with the DA, but no charges were filed against her. Despite testing positive for numerous drugs, Fiddler says she knows everything that happened on the day and night of her daughter's death and remembers putting the baby to sleep in a bassinet before laying down to take a nap. She said, I do not know which one of us put her in the machine, but she was high in morphine and I was high in methamphetamine. But I do not think either of us did it on purpose. I know I'm not the one who put my baby in the washing machine, but I can't prove that I did or didn't. I know in my heart I did not kill my baby. It sucks being me. Everybody has made me out to be like a monster. I want the truth to come out, but I know it never will. I am guilty of child neglect, and I lost my daughter. I know I'm not the victim in this case, but I wish I would have died, not her. There is nobody that can hurt me any worse than I've been hurt now. The infant's father, Benjamin Trammel, said, "I cannot believe Lyndsey would have hurt our little girl."
Inside in my heart, I can't believe that Lyndsey would have hurt our little girl. I don't believe it in my heart, to be honest with you.
The baby's great aunt, Rhonda Koshat, told authorities she had fed Maggie May and changed her diaper before Fiddler took the infant to another room, saying she was going to put the girl to bed. But Fiddler said she was the one who had fed and changed her. Koshat was the only other adult present on the night the baby died and could not be located by authorities to be interviewed in connection with the pre-sentencing report. Investigators determined that she had left Bartlesville for Coffeyville, Kansas, but then left that residence without leaving a forwarding address. But here's the thing, people who run away always have something to hide. So maybe there is some truth to what Lyndsey Fiddler was saying that Rhonda Koshat killed her baby in the 911 call. On August 23, 2011, Fiddler entered a guilty plea to second-degree manslaughter and child neglect in a Washington County courtroom. Washington County District Judge Curtis DeLapp, following the recommendations from the District Attorney's Office, sentenced Lyndsey Dawn Fiddler to a split 30-year term on child neglect charge and to 4 years in prison on second-degree manslaughter charge. The prison sentences will run concurrently. The split term calls for 15 years to be served in prison, followed by 15 years probation. That sentence would ensure Fiddler's other children would never be placed back in her custody. She was also fined $1,500 in order to undergo substance abuse counseling and register as a violent offender. Fiddler is required to serve at least 85% of the sentence, or 12 years and 9 months, before she's eligible for parole. Lyndsey Fiddler's first parole hearing will be in 2023.
Welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Scary. Hope you enjoy the show.